Hi, this is a little video clip just in response to some sad news really that came out that I saw on Google News this week on Wednesday. A 19-year-old French girl deciding she's going to commit suicide and streaming it live. Really sad. I think it's tragic for Western society that things like this is really happening. And I would actually just quickly like to quote what she had to say before she decided to take her own life. So please bear with me. So this is what she had to say. I actually just copied it on myself when I was at work, and I can't really do anything else at work with it. So I've reached a stage where I have no desire for anything anymore. Nothing gives me pleasure. Nothing gives me the strength to get up in the morning. And that was basically her suicide letter slash streaming video before she decided to go and jump in front of a train. Actually, there's a quote from some guy that he posted before he jumped off at London Bridge. Bank Station in London. There's a restaurant where people commit suicide continually. Marketing executive, exactly same principle. Don't see a reason in life. Thinking, you know what? There's no reason to live. I've got no reason to wake up in the morning. There's just a massive void. Whatever, deciding to take his own life. Yeah, it's actually shocking. It's like an illness that's really consuming young people. And I would actually just like to provide some options here. Actually, it's hope. So if you've really hit rock bottom and you've decided, you know what, I'm in a really bad spot, I'm in a very dark space, there's no reason to live, there's no meaning in life. Actually do hope that you would listen through this message and reconsider, at least listen to this and consider the option before you decide to take any action to cut your life short. Okay, so the question is really everybody's that's going to decide, you know what, this is it. I've hit rock bottom, I'm in a big hole, I really don't feel there's any reason to live. There's just numbness in my life. People have various options, obviously, to make this choice. And maybe people don't have a social structure anymore, support structure to help people going through really hard times. Not the belief system, not really friendships that's there in times of need. It's just shallow society, really, which is a big part of our society as well. Or whatever the reason is, for every individual it will be, just a specific choice due to circumstances or, feelings or emotions that's going through a person's life. So the question really is, what if there is an alternative way to get out of this frustration that you're feeling, instead of taking your own life, what if there was an alternative you can take, and then basically, you can continue your life and actually look at the future and say, you know what, there is a bright future, there is hope, there is kindness in life, there is a reason to live, there is pleasure in life to still gain. So the question really is, what if there is actually an option like that? So do you really want to end your life, or do you just want to get out of this really dark hole that you're currently finding yourself in. And my hope is that you actually are just trying to get some exit. So if that is the case, there is good news. There is actually a way out. A lot of people might not want it. A lot of people might never get it, but it is actually there. Especially for those that are at the point where they're saying they've got nothing to lose, they've got nothing to gain, they'll just try something. So, and on that note, what I would say is, if you really want to just say, you know what, I want something where I'll wake up the next day a different person. I'll wake up the next day with a different mind. I'll wake up the next day and think, you know what, I really want to live life. I really want to enjoy today. I'm waking up, I feel wonderful. There's a joy that I didn't have before. So if that is you, then and if that is something that you would like and would like to crave and say, you know what, I can actually go through life, just instead of feeling this heaviness in my life, I can actually go through life and feel, you know what, there's a freshness in life. I've turned a new leaf. I've got new hope. I can go ahead. So if that is you, then this is the only advice I have. I mean, I don't know if there's anything else that can actually really help you. I mean, people might be able to put you on pills or whatever, and that isn't really an exit, right? That's just basically going to numb your brain. So, give me a sec. Just going to get some water. So yeah, the question is really, is there actually something that you can take? Is there something that you can do right now that will change your life fundamentally? So, can you actually wake up tomorrow totally different? This massive void you find yourself in, this massive hole you find yourself in, this pressure on your mind you find yourself in, or whatever is driving you to self-destruction. Is there actually a way to get out of it? And, people might not want to hear it, but the fact is, you can. And the only way I can think of actually helping you in this is saying, you know what, if you are going to commit suicide, you are rock bottom, why not give this a try? And that is actually call on the Lord Jesus Christ. Ask Him to save you, straight up. Don't become religious. Don't seek spiritual enlightenment in that way. He Himself said, I am the truth, the way and the life. No one comes to the Father but through me. He said, I came to seek and save the lost. Now, if you're at the point where you're going to jump off a bridge or jump in front of a train, you're lost. You know you're lost. And He said He came to seek and save the lost. If you want to be saved from this darkness you find yourself in, why not just contemplate the idea that maybe there might be a God? I mean, you don't know if there might be or not. If I'm wrong, no difference in your life. You go on as before. You can commit suicide if you want to, or you can look for other help if you want to. But if you can actually get God to intervene in your life will be different forever. That I can guarantee you. Now, the only way that can happen is if you sincerely desire to be free from this darkness that's consuming you. If that is you, I would say, you know what, just cry out to God. Go in your room by yourself. You don't need to have anybody else around. You don't need people to pray for you. All you need to do is call out to God and say, God, if you are actually truly there, if there is actually really a God, Jesus Christ, if you are actually truly the Lord and Savior, that one that came to save the world, to save me, to take the yoke of the world off my shoulders. If there is actually a God like that, then why not ask Him to help you instead of just ending your life. Because if I am right, which obviously I believe I am, then even if you kill yourself, you're still going to find out after death that I'm right. And if I'm wrong, you don't lose anything. But if I'm right, tomorrow morning you can wake up full of joy, full of hope, thinking, you know what, I can go through life, I can look people in the eye, I can have joy, I can have confidence, I can look at the world and say it's beautiful, I have hope, you know, and that's what this is about. So, what's it boiling down to? Jesus said, you know what, if I knock on every person's heart, and if a person hears me knocking and opens up the door, I will come in and I will have fellowship. Basically, what he's saying is, he's going to give you a different life. He's going to fix you. You will wake up tomorrow and you will be a different person. That's what it will boil down to. Today, people will say, you know what, you are XYZ. Tomorrow, people will say, it's the same body, but this isn't XYZ anymore. This is ABC. And that is truly the power of Christ. That is what saves. The fact that you can literally just say, Lord, save me. Lord, if you are truly God, just drag me out of this darkness that I'm finding myself in. I don't know what else to do to help myself. And God willing, if He hears you cry out and you're sincere, He'll drag you by the hair out of the darkness that you find yourself in, put you on another path, wash you clean, you'll be a different person. And hopefully, if that happens to you, you can be a testament to other people and you can help other people. Because there are so many people that is totally messed up and are looking for a way out. And committing suicide isn't the way to go. Not if there is actually truly a God that can fix you and save you. So, just go by yourself in your bed and ask the Lord to save you and free you and deliver you and make you new and live accordingly. And I truly hope that this video can help some people out there that are truly looking for help, that are truly looking to get out of a really dark space that they're in, and are hoping that that they don't go and do something stupid like ending their lives. So yeah, that's actually all I wanted to say. If that's you, I truly hope that you would consider what I have to say in this video. It's all open fair game out there, but don't do something stupid like committing suicide before you actually consider this option. Because if God will intervene in your life, you will enjoy life for the rest of your life. You would be a totally different person instead of actually ending your life. So there is hope. A lot of people might not want it. There's a lot of religious stuff out there, but the power of Christ is real. So give it a shot. All the best.